Okay. So, gentlemen, chapter 5. We have
Woohoo!
2 prisoners. And, well, we're gonna get started. Allied is running a little bit late, but that's okay, because he is currently pouring cement over a body while cursing under his breath. So it's okay. So, Nyaxi, why don't we start with... First roll is gonna be how good the relations between changelings and vampires currently are, relatively speaking. Kyr is, warmer.
Oh no.
Okay, so low is good.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Shit.
Craft, can you not? Fucker. Okay, the other one is a straight up luck roll to see how easily they manage to tie this back to you. Okay.
Is that good or bad for me? That's good for me, right?
That's good for you. Good. Good. So, I believe we have an interrogation. The 3 of you have put the poor man who wanted to protect his mother over a barrel, I believe.
Wasn't it a tire?
Tire.
A tire. You have put him over a tire. Egan, I
did
do
we tie him to
hope
the tire?
that you are not planning to show him some prison hospitality.
Yeah. I have a question. Does this individual have a name that we know? Did his mother ever mention it?
He does, if you remember it.
I don't remember it. We'll find out. Don't worry, Keegan. Anyways, did you tie him to the tire, by the way, or did you just put him on a tire?
I just put him on tire. He's not gonna move. He's hurt and he's surrounded.
Okay, so he's there, bit hurt. Perfect. I'm just gonna look over to BJ, look over to Kirk, sort of nod. Let's get this on with. And take myself. Is there a chair in this garage, perhaps? Yeah, one of those metal chairs.
There's probably like one for his desk in the corner.
Perfect. I'm going to take it and sort of, interrogation-wise, face to face. Just place him in front of himself. And then I'm going to stare at him menacingly in silence.
Okay. What are the other 2 of you doing while this is happening?
Arms crossed, also staring.
I'm going to stand there and try to stare menacingly.
Okay. One of you gets to take the lead. The other 2 are gonna be assisting. So you know how we do that. 2 successes count for 1 on those that assist.
Should it be me, because I'm kind of facing him, or?
Sure.
I will allow William to use his strength intimidation instead, because he has shown his overwhelming physical superiority at this point.
You know it.
So what am I rolling? Appearance intimidation or manipulation intimidation?
Think manipulation intimidation.
Difficulty?
Difficulty is 6, but this is essentially determining just how much you'll kill it, essentially, because you did 1, maybe 2 success to get him to start talking at this point.
Do I still have 5 difficulty? Or is it 6? Because he knows how scary I am.
It's still 6. Him knowing how scary you are
All right.
allows you to use your strength instead of manipulation.
Casual, 6 successes.
He just
Growl.
starts immediately spilling everything. Guys, listen. Shit, we spent most of the money, but dude, we had no idea those were your guns. Listen, we can tell you where they went. You don't need to do this, okay? I get it. I get it, okay? I fucking get it.
So while he says that he's gonna start talking, I'm just going to sort of put my entire body and my face a little bit close, like kneel forward and like I have he has my attention now, but still stay menacingly silent.
Listen, shit. Who the fuck are you guys? We didn't mean to offend you, sir. We didn't mean to offend you. Hello, Chipmunk Allied.
Chipmunk.
For the return of the chipmunk.
No, you really are a chipmunk. We're not fucking with you.
I heard him say guys.
Fucking hell.
I thought you were fucking with me. That's why I was kind of just sitting there, just talking.
Whenever we sarcastically say that you're a chipmunk, you're actually a chipmunk. How?
That's not how
think-
sarcasm works, then, Demi.
Okay.
I think you need to restart it every time when you join.
Can we get back to the scene before we lose the actor completely? Okay. Guys, just don't hurt my mother. I'll tell you everything, please. We still have a few of the guns left. We sold the grenades in the C4. It's gone. We'll give you the money back. We'll tell you who bought it.
Where?
Okay, he is gonna give you an address, spilling it out desperately, and it is, he says, an abandoned asylum.
Do we know where that is in Houston?
Just one of the many wrecks toward, like, you can find it on Google Maps.
Okay.
Essentially, like, he gives you an address and he expects you to double check. He mentions that I just came over when I heard my mother was in trouble. Listen, I can talk to the guys. There's usually people guarding it. We can talk about this, right? Okay, you don't need to do anything, okay?
How many of you are there?
shit, I don't know. 2, maybe 3. Usually, it varies. Usually, at least one guy. It's
How many of you are there?
He's actually gonna stop at that point because that's a suspicious question.
He's dodging the questions. I want a concrete answer.
Okay. A few. Listen, guys. We can just we can resolve this. Like we can make an agreement, right? We'll make a deal. We'll deal with this, right?
Did you sell our stuff already?
Yeah. We'll give you the money back. We didn't know who it belonged to. We just fucking found it.
Out of character, we also need to figure out what they know, right?
You do.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to slowly probe him.
Allied. That's wrong. Somebody glad.
Look, I know how to torture people, okay? I know how to get the answer out of that one way or another. They'll either sing like a canary before or after I put my hands on them.
God fucking damn it.
Tell me
Please don't
everything
take
you
out
took.
this.
I mean, shit, we just found the guns and some trash.
Anything else besides the guns?
I mean, shit, I mean, the guys, they dug up a chest, it had a bunch of weird stuff in it. I mean, we tried to smoke it, but, it wasn't fucking weed, so... It's just some garbage.
Out of character, I'm confused now. Did they just try to smoke occult books or something?
Whoa, man, this must be
No.
real skin I'm smoking.
I mean, they did say that some of those chests had ritual supplies in them, and some of that could presumably be herbs.
Fair enough. I don't know. I just had the feeling of somebody smoking a Tremere occult book and like, yo, how crazy would it be if I could just teleport around places, man? Thinking, out of character. Who's your boss?
I mean, it's just a bunch of us guys. Like, listen, I can talk to the guys for you. I can convince them. I can convince them to give the stuff and the money back.
I just sort of take 15 seconds to just stare at him after that. Also kind of taking the time to actually think in myself what else to ask him. I should have prepared a list. Guys, what do we need?
Well, he hasn't told us how many of them there are yet and where the other stashes are. He told us
No,
about
he
one
didn't.
stash, right?
He
I
told
don't
you
think
where
they
one
did.
is. Yeah.
One.
To figure out where some more are, if he knows where any other ones are.
Right. I'm sort of going to look at him and just go like, are you sure that's the only place you left our stuff?
I mean, shit, they hid the, I mean, it had a bunch of random stuff in there. I don't know where they took that. Said they hid it. We were just looking for guys to buy the guns first, because that shit we can move. I mean, really, guys, I don't know. I don't fucking know. It was just a bunch of useless garbage.
What's your name?
Jeremiah?
You see, Jeremiah, we're sophisticated men, and we like answers.
I can see that, sir. You're a man of culture.
God damn it. God fucking damn it. So, let me refrain to a previous question. There's a bunch of you said, right?
You? Yeah?
A number, Jeremiah. You know how to count, don't you?
I think he needs to roll a intelligence check, given the amount of fear he's in currently. I don't know, like 12, 15. Shit, I don't fucking know.
And I presume the stashes have people there, right?
I mean, the guns have. I don't think anyone bothers with the other stuff. It's fucking useless.
Now, if those are the stashes, Jeremiah, where is your actual hideout?
I mean, shit, you're not gonna do anything to the guys, are you?
Jeremiah answers.
You don't have to do this.
I take a look over to like sort of behind him and just look at Bill for like a good 3-4 seconds and then look back down to him. And just sort of give him that expressive question like are you sure?
Okay, shit. Shit. Fuck. The old factory at... And he names a couple of streets. It's the old factory. Fuck!
Advanced interrogation tactics look at him menacingly. I fucking love it. Do we need anything else, guys?
I think it's about done.
He starts to desperately try to get off the tire at that.
I just put a hand on his shoulder.
Shit! Guys, no, fuck, no, shit, no!
I'm just gonna lean down and just go, shh.
I'm going to get up from the chair and sort of look over to a Kirk and sort of just nod so that we can go to a bit more private so that he doesn't hear us, and sort of look over to Bill at the same time and just nod that so that like he can stay here for a second while we
Sure.
talk. Sort of doing that glance of just like, okay, never interrogated somebody in my life before. Do we need anything else? I've never done this before.
You think?
Oh
I
no,
mean,
luck die.
usually are more civilized terms, you know.
Okay, let's recap. We have where the stash is. We've seen what they have. We know their hideout. We know approximately how many there are.
You know where one stash is, the useless crap, which could well be ritual
Yeah.
supplies, or you don't know where that is. But you know the meeting place, and you know the stash, and you know approximate numbers.
Yeah.
And he's not lying, or he's telling us everything he can because
You
there's
get
no
the
reason he
you
wouldn't.
get the impression that he's too terrified to really lie to you right now.
Real quick, out of character, since I have 2 occult, do I know about the blood bond?
Give me an intelligence occult 5.
Wouldn't my sire have gone over all this with me?
Yeah, but this is just Jackler doing himself.
Like, you probably know that the blood has power if drunk, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you know the specific mechanics of it. Unless you know, done it, or someone has specifically told you. So it's kind of like, you know, on the level of be careful before letting other kindred feed you their blood kind of thing. And yeah, Jacklor, yeah, you know that the blood can be used to, barring a few rare exceptions, enslave other people if you know, spend several nights just regularly giving them some.
Well, I have an idea what we can do with this guy. How we're out of earshot, right?
Uh, you're speaking low, so presumably yes, unless he has, exceptional perception. But street kids do tend to learn to pay attention to their surroundings if they want
Yeah,
to
we're
stay
we're
street kids.
yeah, but we're definitely trying to get out of earshot. If
It's
he's
like
low.
on the
Okay.
side of.
They can even leave the shop if they want.
He has 3 aspects. Turns out he serves a Methuselah.
That would be hilarious. Anyway, we could bind him to one of us with the blood, our blood, that is, and that could allow us to take care of him without him ever stopping to be our servant.
I think I heard about that, but I don't know really much about it. You think we could use that to get into these places and get more information?
Perhaps.
I
I need
mean,
like
it's worth.
we just need a few nights to give him to give him blood each time, and he'll be enthralled by us.
Sounds like a plan, but are we just gonna keep him here in the garage then?
I didn't quite hear you.
Are we just gonna keep him in the garage then, for the time being?
Do you have a better place to keep him?
Not really.
Keep in mind that this garage is a business and presumably one that William is gonna continue running.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I have
So
my character has a few hideouts or people he might be able to hold him with, like other Bruja or something.
Well, you could ask your clan for help, that is true. You could try and tie him up in the closet of your apartment. You could.
What about?
Go on.
Let me see. There's we have hideouts, right? Or what is it called for the domain thing? We never
You have
finished
like
doing
a
that.
scrapyard in the Bruja domain where the Bruja meet, but that's again would come down to asking the clan to help, because someone's gonna have to guard him during the day anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I like your plan. We can do basically hit two birds with one stone with this.
sure.
Except,
Perfect then.
Jackalor, you certainly have Streetwise, right?
I think
Or
I
you
have
don't?
Streetwise.
Okay.
I don't have to use mice.
Okay. Well, then you can roll me intelligence. Both of you that came up with this plan. And Keegan can when he does roll intelligence streetwise. Well, 3 days is a long time on the street. And 3 days is a long time on the street, especially Jackalor, when some new group of shaved white dudes wearing swastikas and thunderbolts comes looking for guns. And him going missing and then coming back, suitably bruised and chastised, and not saying where he was, and you can't count on this guy telling a credible lie, looks suspicious as fuck.
Well, I mean, Bruce gets healed pretty quickly for humans, and we're gonna give him a point of blood, right?
I mean,
Sure,
we don't
but
have to turn to them. We could just keep him with us and have him break ties effectively.
Mm.
It's gonna be very
But
hard
going on
breaking
something
ties.
else, because would I have maybe noticed from my sire or anything because I'm La Sombra? Did I ever maybe see them basically fumble somebody's memories?
I am not sure she would have done it when she was killing the shovelheads. That was specifically. Give me a luck roll, but you're looking for like a 10.
No.
No, she seemed to solve her problems more with her muscles every time.
Damn it. Don't know that memory wipe is a thing. I cry.
I need to meet her and wrestle her at some point.
Maybe. Okay, so what do we do then, Kirk?
Would I have seen my sire dominate Tyrion people?
Luck roll.
Oh yeah, yours is sheriff. You might have a better chance.
She would have at least mentioned that she had done it. Like one of the nights where she was out when she came back. Because yours actually likes you. Like, genuinely likes you.
Yay!
Wow.
I mean, he has dots in Mentor, which means they are much closer than the usual connection.
Oh, fair enough.
So yeah, you do know that memory wipes are a thing.
I mean, we could, I guess, ask my sire to wipe his memory, but it would make us lose a pawn we could use later.
I don't know. I'd rather just have nobody. Could as much as it could be worth, could be a liability at the same time. You know.
Jackalor, given that you probably won't be allowed to have too many slaves like this, given how young you are, you really want your one slave to be this dude? He looks like he's done bath salts.
No,
what's-
probably let the Keegan or Demi bind him.
You piece of
Nope.
shit!
I already have someone in mind.
I don't want this piece of shit.
No,
I want him to go
you
back
take
to
the
his
black
mom.
kid.
I want him to go back to his mom and be happy or whatever.
But won't the thug life come back to him? Unless we tell them to
Well,
leave.
as long as he keeps taking care of his mother.
Ooh. I know we could scare him and tell him to leave town.
That's not gonna happen. He doesn't have the money for that.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
You guys do, you rich bastards.
We're not giving him
Come on.
money.
It's for the humanity of it all. You want him to go back to his mother, don't you?
Do I care? Do I look like I care?
How about we just look into that mind wipe thing?
This will probably be considered against you in the final evaluation. The more you need to bring in other vampires to do things for you.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that you should try to bind him. One of you should bind him.
I don't want him.
We can bind him and then just get rid of him later. We don't have to keep him.
You know,
We
I
just-
actually didn't think about that idea. You know, it kind of seems like a way just getting rid of ghouls, but actually thinking about it now, that actually happens a lot, doesn't it?
Just keep him for the time being. That works. I can do that if anything. I'll just keep him for the time being and then release him.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that
up
works
to
with me.
you, but your mission is to find out how much these fucks know and clean up the mess and get the stuff back.
Well, let's do it for now, and just, I guess, keep him here for at least one night so we can, for the next night, go and check out these places, because I think we've spent a good part of the night here.
Okay. So which one of you is gonna do it? And describe the scene in character, please.
Geeksy, you do it.
Keegan, you're the strong man. Just force it down.
That sounds strong.
Jeez. All right, so I'm gonna go to the fridge, make a sandwich for him.
A sandwich. Okay, give me a dexterity larceny roll. To sneak the
Excuse
blood
me?
in there.
No. I'm gonna make him a sandwich just for him to eat, and then I'm gonna do it later. This is me being nice because we already got everything we needed.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna. He's still tied up, so I'm just gonna hold it in front of his face, and I'm gonna be like, "You did good, kid."
I, I get up.
I just hold it in front of his face.
He reluctantly takes a bite. It's really awkward for him to swallow.
No, he's just sitting down. He's fine.
You have him on his stomach over a tire, I believe, was the description originally.
Yeah. It's very
I'm just gonna
awkward.
sit him up on the tire.
Thanks. I mean, those crazy white fucks, they're not gonna kill my homies, are they?
As long as you help us get everything we need, we'll try to make things cool off.
Okay, give me a manipulation empathy roll at 6, Keegan. Because
I personally am not trying to kill anyone. That's
you
me.
are, and that's fine, but you can't be sure about Alexander. He looks crazy.
And I don't even know about Solomon yet. Good God.
You took that merit. You look like a bruiser.
Manipulation subterfuge? Or
Empathy.
just... Okay.
Damn.
Thanks,
The
dude.
rolls are on today.
Shit. Who the fuck are you guys even?
Don't worry about that. Just worry about your mother.
His eyes just go wide and he chokes on the sandwich. When you walk in, you see William holding a half-eaten sandwich to the black kid's face, and he's just coughing up a lung, as far as you can tell.
I'm just gonna pat his back lightly. It's okay there, kiddo.
This is confusing. But
All right.
is this an advanced interrogation tactic? I don't know.
This is me being nice because we got what we needed.
Don't worry about your mother, you piece of shit. That isn't being nice.
Who said I was nice? Okay. I guess I'm just gonna put the sandwich down. I'm gonna go whisper with them. They're gonna tell me to ghoul him, and but they're gonna tell me what they went over, right?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. We're gonna resend the information.
We're all
You
just
decide
still
to
keeping an eye on him.
the honor of ghouling the thug, and that you will have thus have the gracious power of having him as your slave, whatever you will
Yeah.
call it.
Sire, I went over this with my sire, so that I can work through it. Here's a dumb question.
Mm-hmm.
When you bite someone to drain blood, they go into euphoria, right?
They do.
So how long does that last? Because I could give him a point of blood after just biting him.
I would say that given that he already considers you a threat, the memory, they have to be off their guard for the memory loss to occur.
Okay, so I could just keep feeding him the sandwich and then somebody else bites him.
You would have to be pretty tricksy about it, but yeah, you could
No
try
one
and do it
has
that way.
Stealth or larceny.
He's also hyper aware of you because at this point you have like a dozen successes overall on terrifying him.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could just give him a cup of dark red wine. Wink, wink. Or would that be stupid?
As a
Hmm.
gift from the white fucks. Enjoy
Oh,
some
and then I just
luxury.
force feed him it. Yeah. I mean, at this point, I don't know. I don't want a masquerade break, but like, how do we give him the blood without? Hmm.
I don't know really.
He's just slowly chewing while looking at you suspiciously as you whisper among yourselves. Kind of like, dude, are you really gonna just kill me kind of look.
Considering that I didn't actually know that BJ was being fucking nice to this guy during the time, do I notice him looking at us?
Yeah, he looks terrified. Actually, like
Yeah, no, if he's looking over to us, in that like sort of split second, just look at him back, the same death stare, and then go back to talking.
okay. You're talking. Jackalor, you're the only one who sees him get up, but all you hear him smash face first on the floor as he tried to run.
I'm just gonna sigh deeply.
Just do it, man. You'll be fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna go over. Just slap him
tries to
lightly across.
He tries to scramble away. No.
Just gonna slap him across the face lightly.
Lightly, Keegan.
No, just like like a little tap tap.
Okay. Give me a willpower roll at 6 to see if you manage to restrain your strength problem. You do have relatively recently gained potence, so you're like 4 times stronger than you used to be because you have 2 potence dots now. And just a straight up willpower at 6. Ian?
Rest in peace.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Perfectly measured blow. Enough to snap what little senses he has back into him, hopefully. He starts sobbing.
Just do it, man. It'll be over soon.
I nod.
He's
Just nod.
He's just. I just wanted to take care of my mother, you fucks! You white bastards! Why? Egan, we're not hearing you if you're trying to speak.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Okay, Discord muted. It muted me. Intern died for a second.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna feed him the blood while he's sobbing. I
Okay.
tried to say that, but I was muted.
Okay, Keegan. Give me a straight
Yes.
luck roll.
Oof.
Okay. Blood goes down. He's 1 step bound. Presumably.
Okay, let me take down the blood. No, I wanted to torture him. I had.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? He seems to be stuck in a loop now.
I'm just gonna get some duct tape for the poor kid.
Yes, poor kid. After I duct tape him.
Give me a. You can duct tape his mouth shut just fine, and you already tied him up properly, so it's good.
Yeah.
while Keegan's doing this and the job's sort of done, I'm gonna look over to Kirk and go like, I'm gonna go call the others now.
Okay. As you do that, Kirk, your phone rings. Caller ID says it's your sire.
I'll answer.
Kirk? You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. We just finished interrogating a guy.
Okay, you run into any trouble on your side of it?
No. What happened to them?
I'm just gonna walk over and try to listen in.
Um, it's complicated, but let's just say that, don't let the Tremere shave his head ever again. She hangs up.
Wait, what did I hear? I heard shave. What?
I think the other group fucked up.
Well, we're about to find out because I'm calling them.
Which one of them are you calling? Because they've split up by now.
I'm not actually calling Alexander. Alexander's a faggot. I'm gonna call the cultured man.
Okay, so you're standing near the splattered remains of a fairy, your memory having just faded of the encounter. The van is a mess, and there's a lot of stains on it by now. Your phone rings.
Who is it?
Looks like it's one of the other fucks.
I mean, how much do I remember of the last dude I drove over?
You remember seeing the fairy aura, that part you remember clearly. After that, the engagement's kind of blurry, like, the order of events is a bit vague. You think he tried to use some sort of fairy magic on you? Maybe to command you or hold you off? Did he start with that? Did he do it after you hit him? Did you drive over him to make sure? Or was he still standing when you hit him a second time? You know, that kind of confusion.
Oh, okay, so I pick up. Yes.
Hey, Solomon. You guys okay?
There's two bodies in the back of your van. You're pretty sure they're both dead.
I mean, no living problems.
Right. We got our guy. We learned some things. How'd it go over there?
Well, they tried to kill us, so we had a few problems.
Is Alexander there?
We split up. I was hunting down one of them.
Right. Anyways, we're over at Bill's garage. If you guys, I'll send you the address, and you guys get over here.
Yeah, I will have
And then
to
we'll
do
talk.
some. I will have to call my sire first and clean up.
Yeah, I'll call Alexander then, and tell him to get over here.
Okay.
Have fun. Okay. So we did a clean job. I'm gonna go and call Alexander now.
Okay. Alexander, you are just finishing smoothing the poured cement to be level with the rest of the floor where you buried one of the bodies when your phone rings.
Yeah, who the fuck? Yo, go.
Alexander,
Who the fuck's this?
it's Isaac. Yeah, I kinda heard something went wrong. We're at Bill's garage. I'll send you the address. Get over here if you can.
I have more pressing things to deal with.
As?
I have a guy here that's alive that I need to know for information.
That's
So,
kind of
see,
perfect. We also had the same thing. We found out some stuff, so I guess you can bring him over here as well. Hello? Alexander?
No, he hung up on you.
He was saying click Deming.
Damn it. These phones today, you don't even know when they hang up.
It's not against
Right.
you or
That's one,
anything.
Danny.
He's had a hell of a night with Solomon.
God fucking damn it. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go text the addresses to both of them, even though he fucking hung up. And yeah, I'll go back and see what the other two are doing.
Okay. Solomon, you get another
Yes.
call. This time from a number you don't recognize.
Jeez, I want.
But now you've essentially made it around back to the driver's side door.
I pick up.
Okay.
Yes.
Solomon, that you?
Yes.
Okay, this is the sheriff. Are you still with the van or did you already get rid of it?
I just. I'm still at the van. I got the fugitive. Well, he's dead, though.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, what part town are you in? Are you in any danger of being seen?
It's like it was like an industrial park, right?
Yeah, it was. And it looks like large chunks of it are abandoned.
Okay, well, related information.
Okay. Police don't really patrol that area. Okay. She gives you like a username for like a tracking tool. Okay, I have someone that can find where you are. I'm gonna get rid of the van because I don't fucking trust you to do it yourself. Stay put. I'm gonna clean this up.
Oh, shit. There's another thing.
It's just an silence from the other end. Okay.
There was a person walking
Uh-huh.
around. He might have seen me, so I thought I should go. Well,
I see.
he's also dead, and it seems it was a ferry.
What? What the fuck? What the actual fuck? You know what? Be a good kid. Take a look at the street numbers. I'll be right fucking there.
Okay.
Fucking fledglings. She hangs up.
Oh, it's weird. She said it like it was a bad thing.
Actually, she might not want you to kill the Fae. You might have to assassinate her. Put more inclined people in charge to help you in your crusade.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Do I have the number of my sire?
Definitely.
I want to send him a text message that I killed a fairy.
Okay,
Send a
write it
picture.
out exactly as it is in the Roll20 chat. I want to see this SMS.
Put an emoji.
It's like the Tinkerbell emoji with a car with like a van and then a little like explosion.
No, a car running into them, man.
With my choo-choo car, and I go, "What? That's not a fucking. He wasn't driving a fucking big rig. He was driving a fucking van."
Okay. So.
It was easy to get through.
It just sounds like a fucking hate crime. Oh my god.
She just, or he just SMSs back with, call the sheriff. Now, all caps.
He didn't even bother calling. He took the time out of day to fucking text you.
There's the choo-choo train.
Okay, he sends you one more SMS. Keep the dagger close in case they make it to you first.
What?
The cold iron dagger.
Understood.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Okay, so, Alexander, what are you doing with your prisoner?
Well, he is current objective survive. Well, I am going to, because I still don't have any idea about what's just going on with the sheriff. I'm going to take my prisoner to a. I'm pretty sure I know of some deserted places that cops aren't going to show up at.
Yeah, and you do have Herbert to guard him during the day. He's pretty
So-
beat up, he's gonna be out cold for a bit.
So I'm going to milk him for all the information he is worth.
Essentially, he is not gonna wake up till the afternoon the next day, and even then he's gonna be in a bad shape. You're gonna be able to interrogate him next evening. He's badly beat up.
Give him some
Well,
blood.
shit. I already have Herbert. I'm not going another. I'm just gonna. Herbert
To
will
wake
take
him
care of him, or murder him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to get a hold of fucking Solomon then, because
Okay.
I still don't know where the fuck he is.
Give me an intelligence streetwise roll to see about thinking of an appropriate impromptu safe
Difficulty
house for a prisoner. Difficulty 6, yeah, this is
Ooh.
okay. Yeah, you think that one of the apartments that have been broken open in one of the slums might do? But that's iffy, and that's the best that you can think of that you could easily get him to at the moment.
Man, how long would it take me? Well, I'm gonna call up Naxi to find out where the fuck he is first, so I can
Okay.
do some drive guesstimates.
Solomon, your phone rings again.
I pick up. Yes.
Hey, where are you at right now? So I got rid of the body. I handled the things, and I have the one guy. Where are you at right now?
I'm in like an industrial area, but it's probably not wise if you come here.
What? Are you in trouble?
The sheriff is coming, and Messiah's. It's possible that there are more fairies. They might be coming for me.
Do guns work? Do normal guns work on them?
I think Solomon would
I
think
mean-
that no, it doesn't kill them permanently. They can still reincarnate.
It's not a permanent solution.
Well, you'd only need to hold out until the sheriff arrives, right?
Yes, I'm waiting for her.
Where is he compared to like Herbert's safe house or something? Draco.
Herbert's
what's the
safe
time-
house
right.
was essentially up towards the north part of the city, out in the wilder places. So
Alright.
it's not really an easily reachable option. It's probably very secure, but it's a ways off, and you have to actually go outside the city.
What about my house? If I just throw him in the basement of my new house, like gagged and stuff.
You have specifically a house. Yeah, you could do that if you're willing to keep him there. You probably can't bring the
that's-
others there, but you can park your prisoner there with Herbert. That's fine.
Yeah, security 4, luxury 4, and size 1. So
So it's right. You have like a tiny house on the edges of town. Oh, that's secure as fuck. Yeah, no, that works. That absolutely works.
would I be able to get to there and then back to Nyaxi in a reasonable amount of time?
You probably, given that it took a while to cement the bodies, probably not. You would have to secure the prisoner, instruct Herbert, and essentially the mission is like on the other side of town from your house. So it's a fair distance.
You sure you don't want me to show up and help you out until the sheriff shows up?
It's fine if I don't come back, remember?
Fuck the fairies.
Yes.
Very well then. Godspeed. She's like, she's she's like, Jesus fucking Christ, what is wrong with him?
Okay.
All right, let's go. I'm off to my gonna head to my place.
Hey, what instructions do you give Herbert?
Uh, I'm not. I'm used to ghouls completely skewing everything and fucking everything up.
He will as well. He is obsessively in love with you.
Don't let him escape. Use non-lethal means until unless he gets out, and take him out as quietly and best you can.
Okay, Herbert is gonna take a gas mask and lay 2 tripwires with tear gas grenades on the stairwell and sit in the room with the dude tied up, holding a trank gun. Still in the gas mask, you know? So he'll get a very pleasant sight when he wakes up.
God bless. I do want the guy to wake up, though. He does need to wake up. He doesn't. He's not bleeding out or anything, right? He's just. Oh no! This is the guy I used non-lethal to beat down.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Herbert will do some first aid on him. Probably gonna be
Cool.
okay eventually.
Alright. You know, I guess I just try to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna go about this now, because that lead's pretty much fucking shot.
Well, you still
I
have
really-
a dude,
I really-
so it's not that bad.
Yeah. Oh, and he also said something about how other crazy shit was happening with him beforehand, so. Yeah. Guess I'm fucking done for the night then.
Okay.
All right. Wait, no. I should. Can I make it to the others? Because they want to meet up.
Probably not easily. You wouldn't be
Alright.
able to. Essentially, you would have to sleep, probably to be safe, somewhere on that side of town.
Ugh, no. thanks.
Sleepover.
No. Sleepover with another Somber. How about no?
No. Me, I need you to help me figure out how guns work.
Okay.
No, maybe later. We don't have a communal haven, so I'm sorry, but we can't.
So, Naxi,
Yeah.
you see a car, headlights off, turn onto the road and slowly approach you. You just wait, or do you wish to do something? They pull up behind you.
I mean, I can check with Aura side, maybe.
Okay. Are you just trying to sweep the interior to check for types of supernaturals? Or are you trying to do
Yeah.
some... Okay. Give me a perception empathy at 8 then. Looks like there's 5 people squeezed in there. 3 of them are vampires. The others you can't make out. Probably reinforcements. In fact, you see the sheriff along with a couple of others getting out.
Okay, that's fine then. I should probably get out.
Okay. Gets out, comes face. You come face to face with her. Okay. Okay. We've cleared that up at the bar. I think I got everyone that could describe you to the police accurately. So, why don't you tell me why I spent the past 45 minutes telling mortals that a dude with lightning bolts looks at the side of your neck. On his neck and a shaved head didn't, in fact, slaughter some local black kids.
Oof.
This is your first night on the mission. What went wrong?
Well, I mean, I should probably say the truth.
He turns back to the others. Todd, we're gonna need one of those bodies. The other one, just burn it with the van. Which one's the fairy?
I pointed out.
Ah, yes. Okay. If you could put the ginger in the back, just use the trash bags. They're behind a spare tire. Don't want fucking bloodstains on my car. Okay. You're coming back with us. Todd is gonna get rid of the van. Okay? And please, go ahead, explain. Todd just silently is holding out his hands for the keys.
I give the keys and, well, we went to the meeting and at first everything seemed to go fine.
Okay.
And we
meeting.
agreed. Well, we had, Alexander had arranged a meeting, something
Okay.
about buying guns, I think.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. And they try to fuck you?
Well, they said they were going to bring us to the place where they had the guns.
Okay.
And then I sensed a strong threat of death from them.
You know, mate. You know, in the wrong kind of light, a ungenerous person might assume that those lightning bolts and that pendant of yours isn't lightning bolts but is in fact SS. And you were talking with black people. You do know how you appear. That might have been your mistake.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. Okay, fine. It happens. It happens. It
Yeah,
was just the two of you, right?
yes, I'm very sorry.
Okay. Why did you open with magic?
I panicked, and it was the first thing I ended up doing.
Couldn't think of anything else? Listen, if they're not immediately drawing weapons on you, next time, just call on the blood. Make yourself faster, stronger, tougher, and then go for your gun. You can take a few bullets, especially if they're not shooting.
Yes, I will keep that in mind.
If more than that one bystander had seen you use fire, you. Or rather, if there is anyone there that I missed, that's a problem.
Yeah, in hindsight, it was really stupid.
You know, a dude just screaming his ass off on fire in front of a van is very suspicious, yes, especially when it happens suddenly. But okay. Okay. You're Tremere. Auspex. Okay, it probably would have been worse if they could lure you in without you realizing. We'll just chalk this off as an unfortunate coincidence. Could have done it smarter, but good enough. Good as can be expected. And you did make an effort to clean up and eliminate witnesses.
Yeah, thank you for your understanding.
So, kill the fairy, huh?
Yeah.
How'd that happen? She motions for you to get in the passenger side. He gets in the driver's seat.
How much do I still remember of the encounter?
You clearly remember the like it's still fuzzy in your head. It feels like a dream where you can't exactly recall the order of events or the specifics, but you remember the general gist, and you remember essentially until the point where you started accelerating the first time. So you remember seeing the aura clearly. Beyond that, there was a battle you don't remember specifically. Not clearly.
Huh.
Also, where am I going? Are we going to the Chantry or to the Prince?
Uh,
Oh, I'm sure you have a plan for getting the most out of it. And I know how Tremere love exotic types of blood, so who are you planning to present this to? Come on, we have to get moving. Sunrise isn't that far off.
no, that's like a hard decision. Do I even know the prince? No, I don't know her.
You've never met her.
Oh, well, I kind of already informed the regent of the encounter.
Ah, the Chantry it is then. Okay. Tell me everything you can remember.
Yeah, my memories are a little fuzzy.
Yeah, I ran into one or two of these fucks myself, and they do that to your brain. you can get used to it a little bit, I think. Some of the others that dealt with them more say they can eventually started remembering things more clearly from later encounters, but
Yeah, I mean, I can clearly remember that I saw its aura.
okay. You saw its aura. So it was threatening you? Or did... Alright, that's right, you said that it was just a witness.
Yeah, it might have seen.
Okay. I think the prince is gonna want to see you. But that can happen tomorrow night. But for future reference, if you know that they are something supernatural, the masquerade doesn't really apply to them in the same way. Because they already know that supernatural things exist. In fact, most of the time they have codes of conduct that are similar to the masquerade. So we don't really need to eliminate witnesses.
I see. Huh.
Yeah, the prince
Yeah,
is
huh, that
definitely
makes
gonna
a lot of
want a
sense.
chat with you. What was it doing when you saw it?
What was it? What was it? I mean, what was he doing again?
Going in the just same general direction that your first witness was.
I mean, it didn't do anything except for moving.
I think I'm gonna make a perception empathy roll on her part versus you. I think it would be possible to read your intense dislike of the Fae here. In particular, I think you would be saying the moving as if it was a crime. Just gaze snaps to you for a second. Uh-huh. Well, they sometimes do that. Move without permission. Okay. Killing the fairy, that's a separate thing. I frankly don't. I don't really even care what orders you've received from the clan in terms of dealing with these fucks. Just don't fucking start a war. We just got through one.
I understand.
And luckily for you, the hair will come back come morning, so frankly I'm more worried about Alexander. I spent more effort on altering his appearance on in the witness's mind. Just don't shave your head again, because someone might recognize you. Like I said, I didn't alter their memories of you as much.
Understood.
And the tattoos will be gone as well. Oh, and the necklace below the shirt. At least for a week or two.
Yeah, I will keep that in mind.
And she's gonna drop you off at the chantry. And yeah, her ghouls will help carry the body inside.
So the first hurdle is taken.
One of the Tremere ghouls is gonna tell you that the regent left instructions that you should come and see him, and that if you brought the body with you, as you clearly did, there's a thaumaturge in the basement that will start conserving it. They'll take care of
Okay.
it. And yeah, the ghoul will direct you to the regent's office.
Guess it's where I would go. Obviously.
Milburn is sitting behind a desk, a couple of thaumaturgy books open before him, but he's clearly not sitting easily, kind of nervous, on edge. When you open the
Good
door,
evening.
Okay, you're back. What happened, Solomon?
Just a ferry encounter or the whole night?
Just the ferry encounter. What happened?
I spotted it.
Yes. Go on.
It might have been a witness of a crime, so I would have taken care of it anyway, but I did check its aura while driving towards it.
Face bombs. Solomon. You. Okay, let me explain how this works. Remember the code. You get to pursue your vengeance as long as you do your prep work. Proper prep work does not constitute checking its aura once as you're already accelerating towards it.
You can't prove that.
He's assuming based on the description.
Yes, I mean, I understand, but it seemed like the...
How do you know it didn't have a companion of some kind that was invisible, that now knows your face? How do you know that it didn't have something triggered to send a message to someone if it died? How do you know it didn't have some sort of a failsafe? You had no idea what its abilities were. You had no idea what it could do, who its friends were, if it had any, or how large a reaction it might provoke in the city and beyond.
Yes, it was rash of me to act.
Yes, it was. I expect you to be more careful in the future. Hopefully, you'll have gotten away with it. But, because of your actions, we are now in a position where we have to rely on dumb luck. And that's not what a good Tremere does. A good Tremere never relies on luck. A good Tremere relies on thaumaturgy, hard work, and preparation.
Yes, Regent, I'm sorry.
Just try to do better in the future. You're still young. Please, be better than this. I know you have it in you. Just try. Please try. I would hate for me to have to punish you for doing what is right.
I will... Yeah, yes, I will not betray your trust again, Regent.
You may go. You did good bringing back the body. That will be useful.
I bow and leave.
Okay. I think that other than figuring out exactly where you're tying up the prisoner from group that fucked up less, ever so slightly, I think we can take over the night. Are you just gonna leave him in the shop, like in one of the closets?
I mean, do I have people who work there in the morning, or
You probably have at least one dude that talks to clients during the day, yes.
so? I don't know how the Haven rating exactly works, but basically, I wanted to have at least 2 places that I could go that didn't have like even luxury 0, if that works, and just have a hideout.
Okay. So,
I put it in my character sheet, Keegan. So I don't know how the Haven rating exactly works.
Oh.
But basically, I just want to toss him there for
Okay.
until night.
Essentially, you have a total of 6 dots that you can spend on Haven. Generally, you could have something like a size 1 Haven on the outskirts. It would have like no security, no luxury. It would just essentially be an empty, like 1-room apartment in a slum somewhere.
Okay.
And yeah, you could have that. And then you would have 4 points left if you had 2 places like that, like emergency bolt holes, that you could spread between, you know, the stuff for your main haven. You would probably want like at least 1 dot of location. So maybe like 1 size, 1 luxury, 1 security for your main living place. That kind of thing.
That works.
Okay. So yeah, you could let the others know about one of your apartments.
Could I just tell him I have a place where I could?
Or you can take him
Put on-
there yourself, that's fine. Just you can honestly drag your tokens anywhere on the map that's appropriately on the outskirts. In a poorer part of town, so probably on the side.
I think those 2 are good.
Okay. So yeah, you can definitely tie him up and you'll just leave him there for the day. Hope he doesn't escape or be found.
Well, I'll just probably time up pretty good.
Yeah, you've already done that. I think you rolled pretty well when you originally tied him up, so that won't be a problem.
Yep, and the reason I found these places is because they're isolated, so they probably won't find them.
I mean, they would be out towards the edges. If you wanted to have something that's truly in the middle of nowhere, that would be investing in a location different.
I want something like that.
You could try and go for a place that's just abandoned and store him there, but that would be an intelligent streetwise to think of a place that would probably be undisturbed. For the day, at least.
Just a place that I don't own for the day. Yeah, I'll roll for that.
Okay, I roll.
Do I need to spend willpower for this? What do you think, guys?
Nah.
You got most of what you need out of him. I would say that it would be nice if he didn't escape. Okay. Okay. Keegan, give me a straight luck roll and try not to roll a 1. Okay. Okay.
This just means I'm gonna get that once later.
Excellent. Then I think we can take over the night and take a break here.